There's always been this huge gap in the world of tech, this gap between building something cool and actually growing it. So today, we're going to talk about something new that's trying to bridge that gap. It's called PersonaFlow AI, and it's being called the world's first AI growth engine. So what does that actually mean? Let's get into it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Just right now, how many tabs do you have open? Seriously, go ahead and look. If you're anything like me, a developer, a marketer, an indie hacker, you're probably looking at a dozen, maybe more, right? You've got your SEO tool over here, a competitor site there, your AI writer, and of course your code editor. It's just this constant, crazy shuffle.
And that is the exact problem we're talking about. This slide just nails it. On the left, you've got the old way, a total mess, right? All these different tools that don't even talk to each other. You're just constantly context switching. But then, look at the right. That's the PersonaFlow way. It pulls all of that, the competitor research, the AI content, the code generation, into one single seamless workflow. And the best part? It's all right inside VS Code.
And that's the whole game changer right there. We're talking about a real, honest-to-God growth engine baked right into your coding environment. The mission is super simple. Stop switching and start building the stuff that actually matters.
I mean, just think about that for a second. Your code editor, the place where you bring ideas to life, can now be the same place you strategize, you analyze, and you build things that actually make money. This isn't just another extension, It's about changing your entire workflow to be focused on growth, right from the very first line of code.
And how does it do this? Well, under the hood, it's powered by Google's Gemini AI. And it's built around this really key idea. PersonaFlow isn't just spitting out random code. No, it's smart. It looks at market gaps, it understands buyer psychology, and it generates code that is built to persuade. It's designed to connect with your ideal customer and get them to take action.
So, okay, how does it pull all this off? Well, it's all packed into what they call the Intelligence Master Suite. And you shouldn't just think of these as features. Think of them more like a set of strategic weapons designed to give you the intel you need to go out there and really dominate your market.
First up, and this is cool, is the automated competitor war room. The whole idea here is to get rid of the guesswork. So much of marketing and product dev is just guessing. This tool is designed to give you hard, actionable intelligence, so you know exactly where your competitors are weak and how you can build something better.
And inside this war room, you get this incredible strategic arsenal. There's an auto-analysis engine that scans any URL and instantly finds weaknesses in their UX, their SEO, even their pricing. Then you've got a vulnerability score that actually gives those gaps a number, a clear score from 0 to 100. And to top it all off, the battlefield radar map shows you the whole picture, visualizing that us versus them gap so you know exactly where to strike.
Okay, so once you have all that amazing intel, you've got to do something with it, right? That's where the lead hook architect comes in. And listen, this isn't some toy code generator. It creates production-ready assets that are designed for one single purpose, to turn your website traffic into real, actual leads.
And the really powerful part of the architect is in the details. The AI is context-aware, so it writes headlines and copy that hit on the exact pain points your competitors are missing. You can export straight to HTML, WordPress, or Shopify. You can see a live preview for both mobile and desktop. It even has what they call a compliance shield, which automatically adds GDPR and CCPA consent stuff, so it's got you covered.
So what does this all add up to? Speed, pure and simple. What used to take you days, maybe even weeks, all the research, the copywriting, the coding, the deployment, can now be done in minutes. We're talking about collapsing that entire process, getting you from a blank slate to a live, high-converting lead magnet ridiculously fast.
And check out how simple it is. It's literally 5 steps. 1, initialize your project. Just put in your product, your target persona, and the pain point you're solving. 2, connect your Gemini API key. 3, use the war room to spy on a competitor. 4, let the architect build the code. And 5, deploy. You just export your code and the strategy report. That's it.
Yeah, 5 minutes, that is the goal here. From just an idea in your head to a fully working, strategically built lead magnet that's ready to start bringing in business.
Now, obviously, whenever you're talking about this much power, especially with API keys and all that, a huge question comes up: what about security? Well, this whole system was built with an enterprise-grade mindset from day one. The goal isn't just to give you power, but to do it in a way you can completely and totally trust.
The philosophy is super clear: enterprise-grade security and privacy by design. This isn't something they tacked on at the end. It's a core principle of how PersonaFlow IA was built. Your stuff, your data, your keys, your projects, it's all yours. Period.
And here's how they back that up. First off, your data is never stored on their servers. Not ever. Your API keys, they only live in your computer's RAM. It's volatile memory. That means the second you close VS Code, poof, they're gone. And all your project files, they're saved right there on your local machine. You are always 100% in control.
So who's the brain behind all this? The architect is Momenul Ahmad. And you can really see his philosophy here. A deep commitment to empowering you, the user, and making sure your power, your privacy, and your success are at the absolute center of the design.
And this was all developed under his organization, SEOSiri. Their whole mission is about building that intelligence layer for modern growth. And really, PersonaFlow IA is the result of that vision, bringing all that strategic power directly to the people who are actually building things.
So that brings us to the final question. Are you ready to stop shuffling all these tabs and start building an empire right from your code editor? Ready to turn your code into actual predictable revenue? If that sounds good to you, you can find PersonaFlow AI on the Visual Studio Marketplace and get started for free today. Go check it out.